I'm Sarah Borson-Keto, and in conjunction with NAREIT's REIT Week 2020 Virtual Investor Conference, I'm joined today by video link with Tom Bartlett, President and CEO of American Tower. Tom, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me. Look forward to being there virtually with the whole group on Tuesday, I guess.
So Tom, earlier this year, you took over the reins as CEO after more than 10 years at American Tower. How has the company positioned itself during that time to face the challenges that we're seeing today?
Well, candidly, our business model, which has been a model that we've been executing for now upwards of over 20 years, actually, really supported by our asset class, which are our sites and our towers, is incredibly resilient and sustainable in just about all kinds of economic environments, including the one that we're in, really for several reasons. One is we have long-term contracts with very well capitalized customers. They're 5 to 10 years in length and escalators. So, very long-term element of it. The use of our sites is driven by non-traditional real estate drivers and is really ultimately about the consumer's need for more wireless service. So it's driven by technology. Our infrastructure is critical. I mean, we're considered essential employees in all of the markets that we're in during this COVID pandemic. And our real estate supports billions of people, being able so that they can be able to communicate. So it's pretty darn important in a world that we live in today. And our model itself, tends to be able to manage itself and operate remotely. Almost 100% of our people are remote out of the offices today. And matter of fact, we even use drones to be able to inspect our assets. Our long-term stand and deliver strategy that we have right now is technology driven. So we're really leveraging the globe's kind of digital transformation initiatives as well as all of the government decrees. And our management team is tenured, experienced. We've been through many different crises, and this one is obviously very unique. But we've been through many crises over the last 20 years. We've made the kinds of investments, long-term investments that we've had to in our IT and systems and people. And we're, I think, really well positioned for our customers to be able to continually invest in our infrastructure. We have a lot of vacancy on our assets, so there's a lot of room for them to be able to grow. And then foundational to our overall strategy is our balance sheet. Our ability to be able to leverage our investment grade status, the ability to invest billions of dollars into our business. We have billions of dollars of liquidity. So it gives us, I think, a really good standing in terms of being able to continue to make those necessary investments in our business, support our growing dividend. And so our investment thesis is really unwavering. We invest where we can continue to generate AFFO per share growth and continue to grow our return on invested capital.
Now that the T-Mobile Sprint merger has closed, what do you expect in terms of spending by the new company, and how will that impact American Tower?
We've said from the start that we viewed this particular merger as a very good one for the tower industry and positive for American Tower over the long term. They're well capitalized, bringing two big businesses together. They have a view to be able to lead the industry in 5G. They have a very good spectrum position. Publicly, they've said that they're going to be investing heavily into their networks over the next several years and rolling out 5G, really continually being a leader in 5G types of services. So, we're excited about what we expect to see from the new T-Mobile. We have great relationships with them throughout their business. We've worked very closely with them in the past. We could see some shorter term churn, in terms of some of their leases overall, but overall we expect a significant amount of new business from them. And then in addition, we expect a new carrier to be coming on, Dish, who publicly stated that they're also going to be rolling out a new network. So between the two of them, we think it's a very positive growth engine for ourselves for years to come.
Last year, American Tower built more than 4,000 sites outside of the US. Do you anticipate this pace of growth to continue going forward?
No, we actually expect the pace to grow. So this year, our guidance is between 5,000 and 6,000 new sites that we'll be building for our customers across the 19 markets that we're in. So our customers are investing heavily, particularly outside the United States in new builds. And that's where there tends to be a lot of open space, white space, in essence, where they need to continue to get coverage, as well as get incremental density in certain geographic locations. So this for us is a terrific investment because it generates the highest NOI yields for us across the business, and it has for many, many years. So we look forward to these continuing trends, and with the growth in wireless that our customers are seeing on their networks, they're going to continue to have to make these kinds of investments into their networks. And to the extent that we can build towers for them in these markets, it's a win-win for all of us.
And more broadly, how do you expect the coronavirus crisis to impact the use and demand for real estate within your sector?
Well, in our particular sector, as I said, we're very resilient. I mean, we really haven't seen any dramatic impacts on our business to date. We're monitoring it very, very closely, but we are considered critical infrastructure, and so people need to communicate. And so our customers are investing heavily into their networks. Their customers are using their services very aggressively, just as we are right here. And so that requires incremental investment to be able to support that need. And so, we anticipate that we'll be able to manage through this. As I said, most of our people are able to work remotely. Our business model really allows for that. Our employees are our highest priority, so we want to make sure that they are, in fact, safe. Some markets are actually now starting to slowly allow people to bring people back into the offices. We're going to be very thoughtful and watch that very closely. And we're working with our customers day in and day out to make sure that they can continue to support their customers. So far, we've been able to manage it. We continue to watch it very, very closely. But as I said, I think our business model is quite resilient.
Tom, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And for more news and analysis on REITs and listed real estate, be sure to visit NAREIT's website, REIT.com.